Hey you guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope everybody is celebrating with friends, family. Um, Today is not the day that we believe that Jesus Christ was born, but this is the day that we do celebrate his birth just because we don't really know for sure 100% what day he was born, but this is the day that we chose to celebrate. So I want to go ahead and get into this video. And now here's a guy who is claiming to be the ambassador of carbonation. Uh, in that sense, he is claiming to be the mouthpiece for carbonation. He is somebody who is claiming that he is the spokesperson for carbonation. So in my conversation with him, I pretty much didn't get any answers to the questions that we were looking for. But I do have an idea that this cult or whatever you want to call it is run by Satan. It's demonic. But I did want to ask him, because there was a video that I was getting ready to upload and do a commentary on it. But before I upload that video, I wanted to upload this one first because I noticed in this video that I'm getting ready to upload is that there's another person that is saying, excusing Velvet's behavior as, mistakes happen. And mistakes do happen. But they don't happen on this scale. She was very deceptive. She was very cunning. She was very, the things that she did it was not right. And so I did ask him about why, if he feels that Velvet owes people an apology. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that and show you that portion of what I asked him and what his little simple response was. I said, but can you understand how some people might be confused and upset that they claim to be the leaders of something that most call a cult? When they hear the word carbonation, it gives a bad taste in some people's mouths because we remember all the abuse, etc., associated with it. Many people are coming forward and saying that she took money, never sent products, they were promised or accepted a lot of money, and now they feel they were deceived. They gave the money thinking that she was making real changes, but then ended up pretending to be several different faces. And by that I meant that, that Velvet was portraying herself to be several different people, several different, faces. I mean, one minute she's a Christian, one minute she was finding herself, one minute she's healing, one minute she's not healed, but the next minute she's healed. But when she needs money, she's still finding her way. So I asked him, can you say anything to all those people who are feeling this way? And then I said, well, let me say it this way. They are hurt because they felt she wasn't who they thought she was or who she portrayed herself to be. We've heard Velvet herself say, well, I did make you give me the money. You shouldn't have given me your money. So I asked him, do you think she owes them more than just a statement saying you shouldn't have given me your money? I didn't make you do it? And then he responds and says, mistakes happen. I don't know what he means by mistakes happen, because this is not just any little mistake. But I responded and said, yes, they do. But I think a sincere apology would be a wonderful start. We're all human and we are not perfect, but many people were hurt. And then she blames them for her mistake instead of taking accountability. That's like the people watching the videos blaming a victim for what happens to them, right? You can't blame the victims. It's it's crazy to me how their only response, and you'll see that in this next video as well that I'm going to upload, is that their excuse is that mistakes happen. And if anybody is looking for a sincere apology from Velvet, in my opinion, you're not going to get it. If you're looking for some kind of closure, you're not going to get it. Velvet is in this mindset that she is a goddess, that she is a god, and that she is to be worshipped, and that she is above apologizing to the peasants. Okay? To her, she believes that you are a peasant and that you owe her everything. And so in no way do I believe that she will ever truly apologize. And if she ever does, in my opinion, it's not going to be sincere. It's going to be because she wants you to fund this cult that they're trying to establish. And now Solar is running around saying how he's going to, I guess, legalize this cult, and how they're going to try to get loans and business loans, make this into a business. Can you see any bank just handing these people money when one leader is already in prison and now they're claiming to be the leader of something that many people were offended by? Many people were offended by this cult, by Carbonation. I don't see how unless they're just using this as a scam to try to take more money and make people believe, you know what, we're going to go and we're doing big things, we're doing this, we're doing that, in order to scam more money from you, because they're sure not going to scam money from a bank. I don't believe any bank is going to give them anything. And then they want to make you believe that something is wrong with you if you don't get his astrology readings or get a reading from him, or if you don't join his business thing online. Something must be wrong with you. They have no sympathy for anything they do. And they're going to continue to do it. And they're going to continue to keep slowly putting Velvet out here, because Velvet's not going to face the people right now. She's not. She's going to go to these little platforms where she feels safe and protected. And she's going to keep spewing her lies, in my opinion. until she feels like people are back on her side. And she's got to have Solar come away from the video games that he's playing long enough to be able to defend her online and show how she's this wonderful God-being person. So that she can get in people's good graces again. I'm hoping that people don't fall for it. I hope that people, stay awake and not fall for it again. But you better believe she still has supporters. She still has people that are supporting her. Do you guys ever stop to ask yourself, why don't they ever interview with a Sasha for God, or with the World News, or with Sweet Ma for Life? I'm going to tell you why. They want to go to the platforms where they know that they can use that platform to continue spreading their lies, in my opinion. And if you're one of those platforms that you've allowed them onto your platform and didn't ask them the real tough questions that should be asked, and you're one with two faces also, like Velvet, that's wrong. That is wrong. You know what they've done, and you won't ask them the tough questions. And if they're coming to your platform, it's because you're a super fan. And they know that they can use your platform to try and persuade the audience into their favor. Because they will never come to a platform where they will have to answer questions, the tough questions, and give accountability. Everybody has a right to use their platform for however they want. But if you're allowing them to come onto your platform and you're not asking the real tough questions, you're not asking why did you do this to people? Are you willing to take any type of accountability for your actions? Then they're using your platform to only spread what their message is. And that's wrong. And I don't have any more to say about that, but it's very upsetting to know that if we are ever going to get true answers, okay, they would be more than willing to go to the other side of the spectrum and say, you know what? Anytime we've always interviewed with people that support us in a way that will allow us to say whatever we want to on their platform. We can use their platform to, when we're trying to hide something and we're not trying to be honest. It's sad that we can never see a true interview with one of them where they're being 100% honest. Because if they were to go to a platform on the other side of the spectrum with people that have real questions that need answers, then I believe that the day you see that happening is the day you're going to see them trying to really be honest. But when you see them on these other platforms, they're not out here to try to be honest. They're only using that content creator to push their agenda. They're not on there to be honest. So that's my thoughts about that. That's my opinion on that. I am really sorry for everybody that has been taken advantage of. They've been deceived, whether it's financially, it's emotionally, because there were people out there that didn't give her any money, but they really wanted to believe in her, and they trusted her, and they were let down. And that's a deception in itself, that's a type of, in my opinion, that's a type of scam in itself. But this is all my opinion. Leave in the comment section. Let me know what you all think. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless. Before I end this, I want to make one thing clear. I don't think any of them should be interviewing with me at all. I don't think that they should be interviewing with somebody that has not been reporting on them for as long. There are other content creators out there who have been reporting on this cult since the beginning. And they deserve to have some questions answered. They deserve to have that interview with them, because they have put in that work and they have put in that time and dedication into this cult. And they deserve to have questions answered. The real questions that people have. And I think there's been a disservice to all of us because we have not been able to have or be able to see a true interview. And I think that there should be more people that going to them and saying, we don't want to see this interview. We don't want to see this interview. Go to somebody else who's going to ask you the real questions. And I think you're wasting your time if you're watching interviews with them, with other people that are not asking them the real questions. And that's just my opinion. Have a great day. God bless.